Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Well, we may not have the best lighting today, but maybe we got the best audio. I do not know. The audio is good? Okay, thumbs up, all is good. And Udaran Prabhu looking after us quietly in the background, and Chaitanya Mai Devirasi and Harigopal Prabhu looking after the Portuguese speaking and the Russian speaking section with simultaneous translation. And we have much appreciation, and is the right word, sympathy or empathy for you, because as Hari Gopal Prabhu knows, we found out this week that professional translators who translate in the United Nations and things, they have 3 translators for one language, and they each do 15 minutes at a time to keep their brain sharp. This is what we heard. So you are doing more than 3 times. You are doing 4 times. 4 times professional. You see what is savor? Savor is more and more. So anyway, well done to each of you and much appreciated. So we've come together, and for the translators, I have put into the chat box, no, not the chat box, in the docs file that we used to put things into before we went to Thailand, or before we went to India. Before we went to India recently, that document. So let's see, we may or may not use what is there, but please, you may see that as a reference. And today we've got Sadhvi saying Hare Krishna with obeisances and bowed head. Yes, this is in the chat box. So for those of you who joined just now, we did recite the mini Vandanam today, which included Vandeham Shri Guru. And today I was reading from the Shri Guru and His Grace and Srila Guru Maharaj, there mentioning about this Vandeham Shri Guru, how giving honor to the devotees of all different standards, and to the Lord himself, that actually everything is complete within that one verse. So we may say mini Vandana, but everything is there in fact. Okay, we have devotees coming in, and we do ask them to try to sit inside the camera, because it's not so easy to move the camera around. But we do have the topic today, which is proper intention. Proper intention. And we have Kumkum Devidasi here, who has sent also something for the translators to have at hand. And she told me, I've selected something which may not be normally what devotees would select. So, and I said, don't tell me what you selected. We will look forward to hearing it in the talk. So here we are. Oh, Kumkum's come very close. So here, can you please clip it on your lapel somewhere? Okay.
I Dandavat all the devotees. What a beautiful gathering. And this topic is so sweet. And it just makes me think of how true it is that everything is our intention. And so if this is proper, and that first started making me think about, we want to be able to examine ourselves and see, is my intention proper? Or am I such a cheater? I am cheating myself, I'm cheating everyone, I'm pretending that I'm a devotee. And so how can I find out for sure? And of course, Srila Gurudev is always answering every question. And I found this in Centenary Anthology in the section called The Willing and the Able. He says, the will, the intention, is the important part. What is coming must not be cut off from the source, the powerhouse. Not only the powerhouse keeper through whom it came, but also the faithful group, the associated clan. They can have some such power to stop as well as to open. It is not that if I have the tape recording, I have received everything from him, from Guru, that I have full possession of his property. It cannot be done like that. Still, mainly it is conducted in such a manner through the scriptures. The various sages have written so many shastras for us to read. However, our attention must be qualified to read such scriptures. Mere reading is intellectualism, and that won't do. We are to read in a proper way, pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya, with humility to the Guru who knows the truth, relevant inquiry to him, and service to him. And Yaha Bhagavata Pada Vaishnavarastane, through his agent, if we properly read, then it will be beneficial. Otherwise, due to our deceptive nature, we shall try to cast our own opinion in the name of the Shastra, as Sankaracharya did. He interpreted the Vedas, but he did not try to draw the real meaning of the Vedas. He cast his own opinion into the Vedas and gave that to us. So this covers so many points that are very helpful. I'm reminded of one thing here. It's not that if I have a tape recording or I've received the words from my guru, as Srila Guru Maharaj has expressed sometime, don't take this and just put it in your pocket. And then you'll find when you get to your destination, you want to take it out of your pocket, and it is not there. So the actual transmission from our guru is based on his grace and is quite mystical. It's according to his desire. If we try to present ourselves as fit recipients to receive that, but it's not a guarantee. And that took me to another point, but I'd like to hear from Maharaj and the other devotees now.
Okay, so I'll do my cue to say a few words. So one thing is that we hear always that it is not the sound, the name is not just the sound, it's the intention behind the sound. That activity is either karma or seva, according to the intention that is behind the seva, behind the activity. And in the similar way, that everything we do is based on the intention behind. And in a new way for us Westerners at least, and I think in general, Srila Guru Maharaj, he described about the Maha Mantra, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And in general, and this came up very recently also, devotees are saying, oh, that Rama obviously is meaning Ramachandra. And Guru Maharaj is saying that it can mean Ramachandra if it's directed towards Ramachandra. But the Maha Mantra given by Mahaprabhu, that Maha Mantra, the greatest mantra, reaches to the lowest place and takes us to the highest place. And that highest place is Goloka Vrindavan. And so with this understanding and intention from Guru Maharaj, when he's giving initiations, from Gurudev, when they are giving the Maha Mantra, that intention behind is entirely Radha and Krishna centered. So this is fully Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is exactly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu giving Krishna Prema in the line of service to Radharani. Even though this is sounding, for us to say her name, it is sounding very audacious of us in a way. So in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare is Radharani and Krishna, okay, guess who? That's Krishna. And Rama, Guru Maharaj explains, this must also be Krishna. And Radha Raman, this Rama Krishna, this is the Rama that is the intention behind the Rama in the Mahamantra. So Radharaman means the giver of pleasure, the one who pleases Radharaman. And we just last Friday had the anniversary of the installation of the deities in Koikali temple, which is in Calcutta, right beside the airport, walking distance around the corner, down a bit of a busy road. But anyway, it is walking distance from the airport. And in the temple there, the deities installed are Guru Gauranga, Gandhavika, Radharani, Radharamana Sundar. So it's not Guru Gauranga Radharamana Sundar, it's Guru Gauranga Gandhavika Radharani and Radharamana Sundar. Radharaman being Krishna's name as the giver of pleasure to Radharani. So there's an example for us there. So the intention behind the name. And in a similar way, if we're on the theme of the holy name, we know about the namabasis, the hazy chanting, the inattentive chanting of the Lord's names or indirect chanting. And the first of those namabasis is calling the name of the Lord without really having the Lord as the intention. And it was in the case of Ajamil, who calling his son, who was called Narayan. And he was simply calling his son, but due to past Sukriti that was waiting in the background, it came to his mind, what can my son do at this point when the Jamadutas are coming with their dogs to pull and their chains to pull me out of my body and take me to Yamaraj? Seeing all this happening, as we've got devotees who've seen this happening, by the way, then that Ajamil, it came in his mind, my son Narayan, what can he do to help me in this case? But due to past Sukriti, it came in his mind, oh, Narayan is one name, is the Lord, the majestic four-armed form. And by his calling Narayan with some intention of, okay, now the Lord can help me in this situation, my son can't, then that caused the Yamadutas to pull away, even though he'd been a very sinful man during his grown-up life. For the Yamadutas to pull away and for Ajamil to set his life straight and make his life proper so that prepared to pass away properly, going in the upward direction later. So the intention behind everything is important, and there are several places in our books which include, this emphasis about intention. In affectionate guidance. Oh yes, and so about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Srila Guru Maharaj explains in the front of Gita, and in the introduction or the preface perhaps, but he explains there how the Bhagavad Gita, it is nourishment for everybody, from the atheist of most gross conception to the top theist. The Bhagavad Gita is nourishment for everyone. And so again, the intention behind the reading of the Gita or studying the Gita. And Srila Gurudev in affectionate guidance, so this is in the list given to the translators, and Srila Gurudev in affectionate guidance answers a question given by a devotee. And the devotee is saying, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has explained about karma yoga. Can karma yoga ever be seva or devotional service? And Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj is answering, karma and seva, action and divine service, are identical from the external perspective. So they're identical from the external perspective, somebody's seeing. But Bhakti Yoga and Karma Yoga are the same apart from one thing, and that is the inner mood of the practitioner. The inner intention is the all-important differentiating factor. What result is going solely to the Lord and not to the Jiva soul, that is called Bhakti Yoga. And when all of one's work will be accredited in the account of Krishna, then that is Bhakti Yoga. And when the result of one's work is credited to the account of the Jiva soul, then that is Karma Yoga. It is very simple. 4 words from Srila Gurudev. It is very simple. And a lot of the things about devotional service is very simple. Then Srila Guru Maharaj quotes from Bhagavad Gita, and some of you know the verse, Yat karoshi yat ashnashi yat johoshi darashi jat yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva mad arpanam. That whatever you do, so the translation given for this, whatever you will do for me. Also, this is Gurudev Govinda Maharaj giving his flowing translation of this. The Krishna is saying, whatever you will do for me, you will not be responsible for any reaction that you accrue from that. If you really do it for Krishna. Then Guru Maharaj saying, Srila Gurudev saying, karma is giving reaction. Newton's third law is that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And many of Newton's laws have been disputed and even broken. But this law still exists unchallenged. It is not only Newton's law, but it is the law of the Gita and of the Vedic scriptures. Hare Krishna. So it's a short excerpt from Srila Gurudev. I know, pointing out what we know, but we really want to try to know it properly and do all of our activities for Krishna. And don't forget, Srila Gurudev has told us in 4 words, it is very simple. It's a very simple matter. We do everything for Krishna. He is looking after everything that's involved, if any karma, any debt to the nature, etc. He is looking after that. But we do it for ourselves, then we are responsible for that, and for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Hare Krishna. Anyway, we started by mentioning about Harinam and about the Maha Mantra, the intention behind the chanting of the names. And when it is Radha Krishna centered, Radha Krishna and Radha Raman, which is Hare Krishna and Hare Rama. And here we've got also from affectionate guidance, it's a short quote, but it's on this same theme and subject. And it's about the chanting of the names of the Lord. and our attitude, our prayer. So Sriman Mahaprabhu has given the threefold process. Anyone's going to write down those threefold things? Humility, tolerance, and honoring others. Hot principle. You can work that one out. Okay. Humility, tolerance, and honoring others. If we cannot chant properly, then in some way we are not following that process. It is our ego. We are getting some result, no doubt. Otherwise, we would give up chanting Harinam. Also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that if we cannot avoid the Namaparad, the offense to the name, and in all probability, we will not be able to avoid. But if our intention is to try to avoid that, then we should pray to Harinam. We should pray, "O Harinam, I cannot properly chant your holy form, so please reveal yourself within my heart and purify me." And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said, chanting, 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 chanting. Somehow, in any way, we need to get the attention of the holy name. And then Gurudev is saying, in this way, we must get the desired result. In this way, we must get the desired result. Or probably if Keshavan, who is relaying Gurudev's exact words, is likely to be, you will get the desired result. It's quite likely that was the original. You will get the desired. We will get the desired result. And then Guru is saying, I can say it is so. Otherwise, if it were only cheating, then I would have left it long ago. This is Srila Gurudev, who is very strong. If it was only cheating, I would have left it long ago. My nature is like that. I do not want to cheat anybody. I cannot beg from anybody, and I cannot cheat others. But sincerely I say to you that you will get that result if you can chant in this way, following the process of Mahaprabhu and carefully guarding against making any offense to the Vaishnavas. And then little paragraph, Guru is saying, then we should pray to Sri Harinam. Oh my Lord, you are transcendental, and I am living within this mundane world. I am a jiva soul, and so I am also transcendental by nature. But due to misuse of my finite independence, I am covered by illusion, covered by ego. Please be kind upon me. O Harinam, give me your mercy and reveal yourself within my heart. Then Srila Gurudev said, this must be our mood of prayer. Hare Krishna. Anyway, there are certainly other excerpts, and we've got some other excerpts here too. But sincerity is invincible. We should not cheat ourselves, and we should not cheat others. We should try to do exactly as we've been guided by our masters. We've got the absolute best masters who've given us the best guidance. And now it's up to us to try to be a good student, to try to find that book of, we've got Sri Guru and his grace, but we need the student and his something, and his sincerity. Sri student and his sincerity. So now that is in our court. So anyhow, this week we've got Devashish. We'd like to have Devashish here. We were mentioning this just a short while ago, and just checking if he's popped in. Not, but we've got Keshavananda Prabhu here, coming from London with the same unmistakable British accent, and so we've got Keshavananda Prabhu here. So again, an opportunity to hear from the devotees, and in this case, on this subject of what's the subject?
Proper intention.
Proper intention. I knew the essence of the subject, but not the words of it. Oh my goodness. Proper intention. Oh, do you have a microphone? There's a microphone.
The dog ate my homework, Maharaj. So,
by the way, these microphones are by the heartfelt intention, good intention of Keshavananda Prabhu. So we've been using them now for, 3 months or something like that here. So now you know where they came from. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
And look, you can see how many devotees.
Yes, I know.
Okay, dear devotees, you're making Keshavananda nervous.
Well, I mean, Srila Guru Maharaj always telling that everything existing in consciousness, he always takes us into that plane, which is plane of intention and plane where we live, actually, the plane of consciousness. Even everything around us are just like icebergs floating in the ocean of consciousness. So the internal posture and the internal mood and the internal vision always has the primary importance, and then we want to do, the right external things, but we want to do them properly and from a position of, understanding and surrender to we want to make the words of the spiritual master one with our hearts as we sing every day. And all these things, I mean, that's another good example, really, because we do so many things every day, but whether we're fully present in them and actually absorbed in their wondrous substance or not, that's another question. So we have to keep our Krishna consciousness alive and dynamic and wonderful. So that's what I'm thinking about now, because as I say, I lost my homework, sorry. So I haven't read anything about intention. Excuse me. But we've read lots of wonderful things and heard lots of wonderful things. That is certainly true. And Gurudev would say that every day we should do the Saltamani, really, the calculation or the checklist of, what I did and what I did wrong and what I could have done better. And maybe I did something right. It's possible, I guess. But this, Brahminical culture means internal culture. That's what it's all about. It's about the internal purification of intention towards that land where we put it all in the hand of the Lord. It's not done and then offered. It's offered and then done, whatever it will be. This is in your hands, my Lord, and I may have my preferred outcome, and it may be for, it may be for service, will be for service, that do this and that, but ultimately everything in your beautiful lotus hands, and you are a dokshaja. We cannot measure you, how you will deign things to move and go. I can't even begin to imagine actually how you are playing your parts in everything, in reality, the beautiful. And that's, so we're always stepping off a cliff in that respect. We're saying this is, but we want to step off that cliff, because that is dancing in that wave, as Guru Maharaj says so beautifully, and in his divine poetry, which was just his Krishna Katha, that beautiful wave. To dance in that wave means to be free of all calculation, or still some thought is there. We want to do some good things. So we're not thoughtless, but they can only be offered. And that offering is the everything, actually, that heart substance, heart transaction. They're all coming into that conscious world of intention and mood and being. Everything important is there in that conscious world, all those things that can't be measured empirically, like humor and love and beauty, all existing in that heart domain. So that is our that core is the place of our that needs purifying, and it's our workshop, so to speak. And then if with sincere attempt and sincere hankering, then the activities that manifest from that will be perfect, whatever shape they take, or how successful they are is another thing. But so really, Srila, this beautiful, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here. We know the glories Srila of Mahaprabhu and the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, and our very own, we can say with great audacity, but belief, our very own Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his wonderful lion guru, appeared as his son, Srila Saraswati Thakur, and our Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, our Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, that they, they have given everything in the most beautiful way of how this inner heart can be transformed. And as Maharaj said, it's simple. Gurudev would sometimes say it's simple for the simple-hearted, and it's complicated for the complicated heart. But the process, not complicated. And if we're lacking in sincerity, if we feel that we're lacking in sincerity, we feel we're lacking in any of those things, then we can take shelter and wholeheartedly sing the prayers of the Vaishnavas. They've given everything. They know the heart. They know our hearts. They know the condition of the fallen, conditioned souls. They know who we are, and they know our failings, and they have great compassion for us. They are Karuna Sindhu, Kripa Sindhu. They are an ocean of real merciful compassion for the suffering of the conditioned souls. And they have, from their devoted, pure hearts, have come these prayers that are so perfect and powerful that we can, if we can try and pray them with some sincere feeling, then the mercy of those devotees and of the Lord will come to us in their humility and in their compassion. They've given us so many songs in the songbook we can say are like that. We sang tonight Gopinath by Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying to his Lord. Mana ye pagamamora, oh my Lord, what can I do? What can I do? Vipurita vivida bade, branti vegadagade, balavata baba pure, majato megadore, asharana gana bandhu, ha kripa kamadindu. Sakrita krita vilambam de astavalambam. Rupa Goswami say, I'm drowning somewhere far away in the ocean, in a far-flung reaches of an ocean. I'm drowning. I'm drowning in a sea of frustration. I'm swept by the tide of hallucination. Oh, my Lord, oh, Asharanagana Bandhu, oh Lord of those with no shelter, Lord of the shelterless. Please, Kalmadindu, this beautiful name of the Lord, please help me, please. Please help me. Back to Thakur sings, Tumi Rishikesh Rishika Damya, which is a very great line. He says, you're the master of the senses. Please, Rishika Damya, subdue them. He's quite direct.
Yeah.
Tumi Rishikesh Rishika Damya. So anyway, I'm just saying that all these states of heart, and they're all in our beautiful songbook, the songs of the Vaishnavas, the prayers of the Vaishnavas, this sweet divine song that comes from their lotus lips is so purifying and is so perfect and covers all those different heart emotions and feelings that will pass through us. So in that case, then we sing those songs and sincerely, and then help will come. Help will come, and we will go on again in the association of the devotees, our saviors. Our saviors are all around us. They are the agents of our gurus, and they are, with them, we will proceed happily in the great kirtan, the great Naga Sankirtan of life. We will go on like that. So cultivating, Krishna consciousness and understanding it's me that's got to change. It's my motivation and my everything that needs to change, and we are doing what we are doing as to facilitate that. These are the directions of the expert doctor for the hridrogam, the heart disease from which we suffer. And by their grace, our sincere discipline, disciple coming from discipline, saint or discipline coming from the same root, then Gurudev will be very happy with us. And Gurudev will be very happy that we are trying. And Krishna says, what you lack, I have. You just do your part. And I will meet you more than halfway. I understand your lamentable condition. And then we've been hearing about Balabhadra Acharya, the mystical, no, what's his name? Balabhadra?
Veerachandra.
Yeah, Veerachandra. Veerabhadra, was it? Something like that. Anyway, Veerabhadra. Veerachandra, the mysterious and mystical son of Nityananda Prabhu and the disciple of Janava Mata, who we hear is more merciful than Lord Nityananda, and through whose mercy Nityananda's message was able to come out and come all over the world. And we were thinking this morning, but we don't know so many things about Veerachandra. I've heard so many things, but how can we? Kaviraj Goswami was always saying, I am just trying to give you a little bit. I can't name everybody. Even Ananta Shesh with his millions of mouths couldn't get to the end of this. So I'm just telling you a little bit here and a little bit there. And then we're so fortunate that all that oceans of Vaishnav Shastra, we're not even talking about the other oceans of non-Vaishnav Shastra, which is Shastra, but it's not not flowing with the current of our masters. That in the words and in the books and in the lectures, in the talks of our Gurudev, in Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, all that is presented in such a perfectly digestible, understandable, uplift, just wonderful. We can read, we read one page of Gurudev, one page of Guru Maharaj, and it's like perhaps what we wouldn't get reading these other books for a year. It's all distilled and carefully presented, and sweeter than sweet. So you want to hear more, you want to turn the page, you want to take this in, and then we're praying, yes, I don't want to just be a repository of knowledge. I want this knowledge to change me. It has to have effect. So anyway, we're praying for that, praying at the lotus feet of Guru and Gauranga, that my intentions will be purified and that I will stay in the association of the devotees, and we can keep on keeping on and go through this life happily together and try one day to do some service for the Vaishnava. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Govinda Govinda. Proper intention, of course. No other way, no other way, no other way. And I just have a quick question. Anangalata Devidasi, you're in Campos de Jordão? Oh, she's busy. She's being called away. She's in Campos de Jordão, I think. Jai.
Eu estive no carnaval. É só o fundo de uma foto que eu tirei do templo. Mas eu estive no carnaval lá, agora, 4 dias.
Okay. Wonderful to hear from you and to see you there and to transport us to the hills, the rolling hills of Brazil. And you're Brazilian? No Brazilians here. We got 3 Brazilians here, but they're all missing in action. We took them to the hills today here too.
The snow
Yeah. Yeah, it was their first time in snow. They were very happy. Hare Krishna. Yes, and Sachi Devi, she's going to be going back to London the day after tomorrow, so this is our chance to catch her here. She has a microphone on her already, and she can share a few words on the sincerity of intention.
Sincerity.
Was it
Proper intention.
proper
Yeah?
intention?
Okay. My obeisances to Maharaj and Dandavat Pranam to all the dear devotees. Very happy to see so many on the screen. And the topic was proper intention. So I think we all are very, very happy that Krishna consciousness came into our life. So what means proper intention? It means to be very serious about it, to hear what has come to us and follow the descriptions, what has been given by Mahaprabhu, our masters, how to follow these. And then I just heard this afternoon Srila Swami Maharaj Prabhupada speaking, that he says Krishna consciousness is actually very easy because Krishna is everywhere and Krishna is within everything. And we hear in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is the taste of water. I'm the taste in water. And then Srila Prabhupada said, Swami Maharaj said, but in all liquids. So, since Krishna is everywhere, within everything, in our heart, in everybody's heart, there's no place where Krishna is not. And for us to see that, then the spirit of separate interest, enjoyment has to go. And if we can, that is coming from the ego, if we can practice that to go out, then we can see that beautiful Lord, the sweetest of the sweet, the most beautiful, the most charming, the most, you say humorous, everything what is beautiful, he is there and we can see it. We can, I'm talking what I read, but I can a little bit, I can understand that is our life, that we can see our beloved Lord if we get merged into self-dedication, merging into the self-determination of following what is recommended by Mahaprabhu and our gurus. Did I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like intention has something to do with inner, right? So our wealth is inside us, and that is the soul, and that is a particle of Krishna. So to make that soul awake and come alive, then we have to follow what is prescribed for us to with the being serious, with the proper intention, with the sincerity, then a life what is so unexpected, Srila Sridhar Maharaj says, an unexpected, wonderful life, and what is coming out of ourselves by our giving nature, by our surrender, our sacrifice. Sacrifice, right away when we do the sacrifice, right away we feel happiness. Like in the material world, sacrifice, it sounds a bit heavy maybe, but we know in our sacrifice of self-giving, in our service life, it is a wonderful life. At last we get rid of all these entanglements in the stranglehold that the material life has on us, that loosens by our service life, by our dedication, by our surrender. All these are jewels. Like yesterday we were singing other bhajans in the Kirtan guide, and what do you say?
All the bhajans.
Yes.
Did you say all?
No, different. All different. Other bhajans.
Yeah.
And that is like, oh my goodness, what a beauty is in these bhajans. And that is actually, we talked with Kumkum about it. Everywhere you go in Krishna consciousness, one page here, one page there, this book, that is full of jewels. It's full of amazing things, amazing concepts, realization, truth coming to us. And then if we are proper receivers, if we are, say, attentive, that we're not doing things and our mind is full of stuff, what we have to do or things we think about. No, be there in what we sing in the bhajans, be there in what we read, be there in chanting the holy name. That is the biggest jewel what we have gotten. And I just want to read a little bit what I wrote down this afternoon when I heard Srila Swami Maharaj speaking about Krishna consciousness. He said, when you love Krishna, you will remember him always. Krishna is everywhere and he is within everything. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he says, I'm the taste in water, in every liquid, Srila Swami Maharaj says. So we can think, we can train ourselves to think all the time of Krishna, because being grateful, being humble, being tolerant, being attentive, we're drinking our tea, we're drinking our coffee, maybe we drink whatever, think about Krishna. That's what Swami Maharaj says. And I thought that was very nice. And this taste of drinking is Krishna, Swami Maharaj says. Such a nice thing is Krishna consciousness, so practical. If you follow the descriptions given by the Shastras, nothing is bad. But if the thing creates a bad effect, then it is bad. That means like everything is good, everything is wonderful. But if we use it in a wrong way, also we know the verse Tatenu Kampam Susamikshāmano, like everything is good because it is, when it is difficult, then it is for us good to rectify something or to be awake about something, to get a little bit of shock, like getting us out of illusion. So everything is good, but if we make it in the wrong way, then it becomes karma, then what we just were reading, then it becomes not good. Anyway, so everything is, Krishna is everywhere, everything is wonderful. Krishna is available in any circumstances if we want to catch him, that's all. Mm-hmm. If one is actually very serious to search out Krishna, Krishna is everywhere. He is within this universe everywhere. He is within your heart. He is within every atom even. It is not difficult to find him out. but you must find the process how to find him out. And this process is very simple. And this process we are distributing by the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to everyone without any charge. Chant Hare Krishna. Immediately you will understand Krishna. So I thought that was very nice hearing Srila Maharaj Prabhupada say, don't make it so difficult. Krishna is everywhere. He's within everything. He's within you. And we had some revolting attitude, Srila Guru Maharaj says. We had some revolting attitude that created that ego in which we cannot see him. We cannot see Krishna. But if that ego goes out by seva, by self-giving, by chanting the holy name, we can see him everywhere. And then we will be so inspired by Krishna consciousness in every form that it will present to us. The beautiful deities, the beautiful Harinam, the beautiful sadhus, the beautiful devotees, the beautiful books, the beautiful bhajans, then everything is wonderful. Dhanavad.
I go, Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. And just a couple of points. I know we've come to the end of the time, but we all know, or probably we all know, most of us know, about Srila Guru Maharaj when he was preparing the temple for opening the installation of the deities of the temple in Madras, what then was known as Madras, now known as Chennai, in South India. Srila Guru Maharaj has been very active from the beginning for establishing the temple and for arranging for the installation of the deities. Now the deities generally, they were installed when Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur arrives there and comes to the altar, and then the tradition was that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would put tulsi leaves to the feet of the deities. And with this activity, with this action, then it was considered that it was understood, this was how the deities, it was confirmed that they have come into the Vigraha, the Lord has come into the form. So Srila Guru Maharaj, he saw that Srila Saraswati Thakur, his health at that time was not good. It was difficult for him to reach, to stretch, to bend, to do many things. And so Srila Guru Maharaj, preparing everything, he knows that Srila Saraswati Thakur puts the tulsi leaves to the feet of the Lord. But he didn't know the reasoning, if you like, why, but he knew that he did it. So he's thinking he will help him, he will save him from that difficulty to reach and to stretch and to put the tulsi there. And so he put that tulsi there just before Srila Saraswati Thakur came in to the altar. And then Srila Saraswati Thakur made some comment. Oh, the deities have already arrived. Their lordships have already arrived and are here. And Guru Maharaj, he felt, oh, very bad, that he's thinking, how is it? And one devotee explained what had happened, that the tulsi were already there. And Guru Maharaj had put that tulsi there. And he felt he'd made a great offense. I mean, this was in his heart. It was very strong in his heart. And he expressed this to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And Srila Saraswati Thakur replied that for one who is sincere, there is no consideration of offense or fault in this way. And so Srila Guru Maharaj's whole intention was sincere. He opened his heart to Srila Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Saraswati Thakur gave this kind of reply to him, that one who is sincere, there is no fault. And Srila Guru Maharaj himself, on different occasions, stresses that as much as we are sincere, we are safe. And sincerity is invincible. These exact words that Srila Guru Maharaj would use. And so we know that we need to be sincere with our intention, sincere with our life, so we don't be a hypocrite. We don't say one thing and do another. We want to do the right thing. And sooner or later, we do have the hope that all of this that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was given in the Kirtans, Srila Narottam Das Thakur was given in the Kirtans, Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, what is in the Kirtans, but what is in the talks and the articles, etc., of Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, what is in the translations and commentaries that they've also given, that some of this will sink into our hearts and we will really take this Krishna consciousness seriously. In the morning at the moment, we're reading a chapter from the Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion called The Homeward Journey. This is our homeward journey. It's not just an escape from the material world, something to absorb ourselves in instead of facing the material world. It's the positive, proper use of human life. And this has been given by the scripture, the conclusion being Srimad Bhagavatam, and Mahaprabhu giving the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam, both in the, you could say, philosophical way, the reasoning way, etc., but most of all in the practice, showing what it is like to be a devotee, showing the glorious life of devotion. And he wants to give that to us all, to everybody. This is his guidance, this is his ruling, and Nityananda Prabhu took that on his, into his heart, took that on his head. And Srila Prabhupada, who Srila Guru Maharaj said, no person can do what he did, and especially in such a short time. He said, must be empowered. And then Guru Maharaj, when asked, he said, empowered by Nityananda Prabhu. So the intention of the Lord is that we all take this journey home seriously, because it is for our home, joy, happiness, everything. But that comes from service, from giving ourselves to the Lord and his devotees, and not by putting ourselves at the center. And by putting ourselves at the center, we just open the door to, well, by putting ourselves at the center, we have to take birth in the plane of birth and death, old age, disease, cheating, all these things. That's where we live now. But the guarantee is given by Mahaprabhu that if only we can make ourselves actually self-giving for Krishna, again with the central theme being the holy name, the devotees, and our devotional attitude, then if we can just take that seriously, they will give so much to us. So our proper intention should be, we want to be truly a sincere spiritual seeker. We are searching for our spiritual home, our living home, and we'll prove that sincerity by trying as best we can to follow what has been given to us as our daily nourishment, our daily guidance, and at the same time take the restrictions that come with taking any medicine or any process. We'll have some do's and some don'ts, but the do's are the positive things. So let our proper intention be to do the right thing, to pray for the mercy of the Lord, to pray for the mercy of the holy name, as we heard from Srila Gurudev earlier on in this short evening program. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, we had the opportunity today to hear from the two devotees who are here briefly. They came for the festival of the installation of the deities here in Italy, and they're returning to both going to London during this week, a little bit later on. And Kumkum Devi Rasi here, our resident trifactor blessed devotee. And we're very happy to have you all here with us, and we hope that between us we've been able to share something on that theme of proper intention. And I think we are with the team that has the proper intention. We do want to try, we do want to do our best, and let us chant Hare Krishna, be happy, following the directives of Mahaprabhu and our Sri Guru Varga. So indeed, our Sri Guru Varga, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Bhakti Rakhak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai, and Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Vishvarenu Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. All the assembled devotees here, ki jai. But the assembled devotees online, you are also here. So we are somewhere, we're meeting somewhere in neutral territory in the clouds. We're in the clouds. So to all of you, ki jai. And to our translators, always a special appreciation, ki jai. And Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Vrinda ki jai. Srimati Shri Tulsi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai. And here in Italy, Shri Guru Gauranga, Gandhavika Gopinath, and Shri Giriraj Balagopalju ki jai. And in Navadip, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. And Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundarju ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Netai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari. Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. And now behind us, hiding is Chinmay Devu right behind us here. So as a penalty, we're going to ask him to lead Hari Haraya Namakrishna Yadavaya Namaha. And we'll try to adjust our audio so that you will be able to hear it, I hope, reasonably. Just give me 1 second. Oh, one moment. Audio and original sound for musicians. Yes, Prabhu, please.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinath Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Oh, you're there, yeah. Jaya Shiva Sai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghuna. Shri Gopal Bhakta Dasara.
Hare Jai Shishi Guru Ranga Gandharva Gopinath Juki Jai Shikira Gopal Juki Jai Om Shri Bhakti Sundar Kamandev Samaraj Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Rakshara Samaraj Ki Jai Om Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Thakur Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai Jai Shri Bhakti Ranjan Maharaj Maharaj Ki Jai Samavir Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai Samavir Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nam Sankirtana Ki Jai Jai Go Premanande
Hari Bo.